audience you're looking at, that guy.
You can't take that one show. Like, for example, I can say the flip side of that, right?
Okay.
When we were just talking about parenting.
Uh-huh.
That man, the brother in that show, was married, but he had the influence over his daughter. You know what I mean? She had the relationship with her pop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, I would say in that instance, if anything, that shows you the danger of what happens when women try to, like, force their way into leadership. Like, that dude right there, right, he was not a leader.
Oh, yeah, no.
Which much doing the husband of Julia Roberts?
Yeah.
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't leader. But I'm just saying.
I would look at that and what happens.
Yeah. And then when she ran back,
well,
she jumped in.
She jumped in the car.
She drives.
She driving.
That's what I'm saying. That's what happens is that's what's so dangerous because when women, it's interesting how like men, at least in my experience, when you look at a relationship and a woman acquiesce, I shouldn't say acquiesce. A woman believes that the man in her life is the authoritative and the leader of the relationship. He's met that skill set or requirement, whatever it may be, and she trusts in that, right? When he gives her advice or when he makes a decision, it's never communicated in a way to abase her or demean her. But when women take that role, everything she tells a man is to belittle him. You ever know, just like that story. Yeah. And that she's like, move over. When you communicate with your woman, right, your leadership generally is not anything that's going to belittle her. Right. If you, like, for example, if you
better get started. Let's get started because you got to go.
We were.
Oh.
We already know.
You wrong with that.
Listen,
once again, he strikes again.
Listen, because guess what? I said, Bossy's on limited time. I said, this conversation is good. I said, I would just take this and just clip all. I said, we gonna use what we got. You know what I'm saying? So I was going, hey, listen, I'm listening to Bossy already like, yeah, we're gonna have some clips out of this one. So listen, Toxic is the new masculinity. You guys got a chance to hear a little bit of our story. We're talking about
Peak is his name now.
Yeah. Listen. We figured a lot of times we just roll the cameras because the conversation just happens like this. So I'm your man Terance J. I got my man KY to my right, and I got my man Bossy to my left. And so we was having a conversation about the movie Leave the World Behind. So that's what you guys were catching, and we were talking about the difference in the roles of men and women, especially in leadership. Right. And so this might not even go with our intended topic, but I think the conversation was good to the point to where there was a scene in there where Julia Roberts jumps out the car and she goes to check on, it was a bunch of Teslas that had a wreck.
Yeah. Right.
But she tells the husband, stay in the car. I'm going to go check this out. As soon as she said that, you came to me and asked me, Keith, and we instantly noticed.
Right.
Wait a minute. So in the time of calamity, you tell your husband, stay in the car, I'm going to go check this out.
Yeah.
And he said, okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's equivalent. I'm laying in the bed, I hear noise. Hey, you stay in the bed. I'm finna go check this out.
Hey, listen. Unless he's sergeant at arms of the police force, otherwise that ain't happening. Yeah. I mean, because I asked my wife just the other day. I said, yo, if Foot go to door right now, what you gonna do? She said, well, I'm going to run to the door to help my husband. I said, help me do what? My wife ain't a police officer, nor is she former military. I said, help me do what?
My wife go pray.
You know what I'm
going to do? Hey, you know what like this? She going to miss my role. I'm praying, Lord.
You know what I told her?
Strengthen him, Father.
But you know what I told her? I said, the best thing you can do for me is get the hell out of my way.
Yeah, right.
And the thing is, I said, you go get to a safe spot because you're gonna be in my way, cause and she had her Bible. Funny thing you said that. I grabbed her Bible. I said, you can't throw this hard enough to stop nobody. Because here's the thing, my wife be the same way. I said, I'm like, look, at this point, you grab the kids and you get out of the way. Lay on the ground.
Right.
Listen, cause whoever's come through this door is in trouble.
Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna be 1,000 y'all with you. Everybody say what they gonna do in a situation. I'm former military. If you're not training every day and your mindset is not to do, if you heard a noise come rattling into some boom hit, your first thing is you startle.
Mm-hmm.
Panic sets in before you even react. And it ain't your panic and reaction not always the right reaction. It look good on TV,
everybody thinks of hypotheticals, man. Everybody thinks.
But people who train, in my military, they want to train. I would know exactly what to do. It wouldn't be a panic situation.
Nobody doubting that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, people.
I'm gonna tell you. I've heard boom. Luckily, it wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, it was one motion. Mm-hmm. It was out of the bed, out the drawer. I mean, it was, but you know what? I've never been military, but I train in my house. Mm-hmm. I go, listen, if my wife were to walk in and watch me, she would say, this boy's crazy.
Yeah.
I literally, would stand like, okay, if I'm here, and this was before I lost all my guns in the boating accident. So, everything, all my guns fell in the lake, so I ain't got none. So,
that sound like some mafia stuff.
Everybody out there who think they're gonna rob T, that's a setup. All right, that's a setup.
Listen,
I think he got rid of the hot gun. He got rid of the hot gun.
He probably got assault right under the bed. Like, come on.
This for the government. I lost all mine in a boating accident. Okay, and got none. But I've literally how the police and the military do when they go to clear a house. Mm-hmm. I'm standing in my house saying, here, who could see me? Where would they be? I know my house front and back because I say, what if? Right. Because you do have to go into that. But on that scene, man, when we watch, and even through the movie, if you hadn't seen it, you guys will pick this up. There was a lack of leadership, definitely, from the man.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times, man, we're looking at situations where we all have ran our house. But Bossy, you was talking about not being able to demean your woman in direction.
Yeah, typically, like when you see when a man like I remember when I look at leadership when I have discussion with women and we talk about leadership and things of the like, right? I say true leadership is at some point there's a disagreement, right? There's a disagreement of philosophy. When I say disagreement, I don't mean like an argument.
Yeah.
There's a disagreement or a philosophy, right? At the end of the day, who's going to make the ultimate decision when there's a difference of philosophy? And the person who's appointed or willing to make that decision is the leader, right?
Yeah.
And then generally it falls to the man in most cases. And what I am saying, when there's a difference of opinion, more often than not, when there's a difference of opinion, right? When the man's the leader, the decision he makes and the reason why he makes it is never demeaning to the female, right? So let's say we're going to get a house, right? We're going to buy a house, right? Me and a lady, we're buying a house, right? And if I'm the leader and I say, we're going to get this house, this is the best value. Like, you want a different house, but we're going to get this house, right?
Got you.
And she's like, okay, cool. That's not the house I want. I gave you my input of the house I want. But ultimately, if that's what you want to do, gave my opinion, you heard me, my husband heard me, but we're going to do this, right? It's generally that way, all right? So flip that. It's a house, and we're in a Julia Roberts situation, right? The woman wants this house. You want that house. If she's leading, it's generally going to be something like, we're getting this house because I make the most money, so we're going to get this house. It's generally like demeaning, right? She
honestly, I got the point you said. She had to put your foot on your neck to get the point across.
She generally exerts her authority by lowering you, right? And you even hear it's interesting when a lot of times if you talk to women, right? You will see they have this what do you call it? Nomenclature is not what I want to say. Cliches, I'll say, right? About men, and it's generally derogatory, right?
Right.
Like I said, men egos are what? Fragile.
Yeah.
But they're not, right?
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? Men are stupid because they can't X. Men can't multitask. You will hear a lot of things that they come out, and it's always demeaning.
And there's a bias. There's a male bias that goes along with it. So now I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if you ever guys. I wish you had the picture up. You guys ever seen that picture where there's a man and a woman? They're walking down the street, The woman's on the outside, the man's on the inside, right? And they say, what's wrong with this picture?
Right.
So I think about things differently.
Right.
So people say, well, the man's on the wrong side.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, and, a friend of mine, she said, well, the man's on the wrong side. I said, your bias just kicked in. Do you even know they together? So you don't even know they're together.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Because you saw a picture. This is a still picture. Maybe they're passing each other. Mm-hmm. The man has his hands in his pocket. The woman's, maybe he's just walking by and they don't know each other. They still happen to be going the same way.
Right,
I said, but your
right.
anti-male bias kicks in and says they're on the wrong side.
And the funny thing
Hey, but do you know the cliche behind that?
Hold up, before you say
I know. It's
before
pimping.
you say that, we know the reason. Before you say that, here's the interesting thing. I wish we had, like, I don't know, some type of way where we could see what we were thinking. Because when you said that, the first thing I said was, "Are they together?"
Are they together?
But here's the deal. What's crazy about the whole situation, you know why they say place you be on the outside. Because if a car comes by, now let me ask you something. It just so happens to swerve just enough to get you and not her. Because if we this close together, I think this car finna crack both of us.
Wait. It's a car. If you can see the car, this is the idea. If I can see the car, I can push you out the way, whatever the case may be. But also, it's an old timey thing for when the water splashes, right? So you are kind of blocking some of the water. But here's another thing. Here's another thing.
Getting wet, bro. I mean, I'm not saying. I get what you said. It looks good.
I understand. But there's a pimping aspect to it too.
Okay.
You watch pimps. Pimps always walk on the inside because they letting you know she's for sale.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you watch them. When you watch them, they're always on the inside. So now, you know, you don't want nobody saying, "Oh well, because guess what? I ain't protecting her. She's out there."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's weird. Why is that a protect? I understand how it looks. It looks very masculine. It looks like I'm protecting you. But in reality, if they splash the water, we both getting wet. If that car come up on that curb, we both getting cracked. But hey, I can't push you.
It's perception.
It's a perception illusion. It makes it look like this is the right thing to do.
But let me ask you this though: if somebody pull up and snatch her, they ain't got to go through you.
Well, I can call 911. I ain't gonna throw no Bible on them. I'm gonna call 911. Hey, they got her. License plate number. Hold up. Let me take a picture.
Somebody got to tell a story, folks. Keith say somebody got to tell a story. Yo,
hey, I'm gonna get mashed on for this one.
I wonder why that is, man. Why do women often feel like to have a conversation with a man to exert her, whether it be her intelligence, her skill set, or primarily her financial prowess? Why does it always have to be for her to elevate herself? She got to put the dude down.
Because I think the masculinity of projection of us is like we're very masculine, we're very strong. So if I gotta top that. The competitive edge is that okay, if you're big, you're strong, I gotta top that so you understand.
But isn't that when you talk about leadership though, and I'm glad you said that. When you literally talk about leadership, isn't that anti-leadership though?
It is.
Because when you're a leader and you're confident in yourself, what's the first thing? I don't have to prove nothing to you.
No, because I know my role.
And it's to build up the people that are around you.
Yeah, I know now military form, okay, like this. Leadership. You understand, it's a responsibility in following. So are you really a good follower? Not necessarily I'm a bad leader, but are you a good follower? See, nobody puts it there.
Hey, no, you're right. Because I can tell you to run a certain play.
Yeah.
Coaches take the blame, right? You sign up for the job, coaches take the blame.
Right.
But the coach knows, I told him to run a zig, he ran a zag.
Yeah.
The quarterback knows, hey man, 5 and out. Why you run a slant?
Yeah.
Now, I threw an interception, and I got to stand there and say, well, I got to be better.
Yeah.
But real leaders go back to the locker room, say, do it again. Me and you gonna have problems because you were supposed to go this way.
So let me ask you this. Are we really being true? So what if I'm on the podium? Hey, what happened? You had a bad game, you threw 3 picks. T ain't running the routes right. Keep it 1,000. But I'm deflecting, but it's the truth.
No, but that's the point. In leadership, whenever you're the leader, that's why I try to get, like, when you have conversations, when I have conversations with ladies about men leading their families, and the women want to fight with that, I say that's what you understand. When you a leader, you do take the shots. Matter of fact,
Who said that?
Wait,
That's what leadership is.
That's what leadership is.
It is.
Because guess what?
You do
You
take
gonna
the-
take the glory.
Right, you gonna exactly. So you got.
You know I'm gonna take the glory? Because you know what? We had a very good game. My man T came in here. He ran the zag.
But
Not
that's-
Wait,
just-
wait,
not how leadership
no,
works.
but guess what?
Yeah.
But guess
Because
what?
I'm gonna bring you up.
Wait. You saying you gonna do that, but who at the podium? You are.
Okay.
She ain't never at the podium.
You know, I'm gonna go back with this one. Who said the captain got to go down with the ship?
But
That's the clear. You give me the captain got to go down with the ship.
Okay, let me say this to you. Let me say.
Who
this.
came up with that? I just want to know.
Keith, let me tell you. Say this. Let's take one of my favorite people. Right, Barack Obama when he was president. Right?
Okay.
When he was president of the United States. You know, for him to send like a particular executive order, there's a whole lot of votes that got to go around.
Right.
You know, Congress and everything
Right.
like that.
Right.
But the condition of the United States is always on the president.
I got you.
Always.
I
It's
got
always.
you.
It's not Congress can disagree with him all day long. Congress cannot pass laws on him, but the condition of the United States is always on the president.
But you got to understand. But go back to your thing about. Look, man. We said this before.
Yeah.
When you sign up to do this man thing.
Right.
I got you.
But wait. The captain goes down with the ship. No, doesn't necessarily mean the captain has to die. It means that you can't get off until you get everybody else off.
Right.
And
Right.
you can't be the first one saying, "Hey, yo, y'all better come this way."
Well, no. Now you do understand. It don't mean you the last one off, and and we talked about that today. It's funny you say that because I know who was the captain that went down with that. No, you go down with the ship, bro. It ain't you the last one to get off. It's actually you go down with the ship.
But that's no, Keith.
Yeah.
That's,
No, that's a true statement now.
No, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that philosophy is like if everybody, you go down with the ship if everybody's not off. That's the captain's job. The captain is like,
Yeah, I'm
hey,
not
you-
down that, but no, the captain don't get off the ship. That's what y'all missing. He don't
No,
get off.
no.
No, captain got to get off.
No,
gotta
he
get
don't
off,
get
man.
off. Hey, look it up. The deal is Captain Blackbeard was the one who came over the cliche. I go down with the ship. He actually went down with the ship.
Yeah, that was it.
Well, he had an unhealthy relationship with that damn ship.
You can't use like one example
Yeah,
to try to mean.
and
But
I'm-
I'm telling you, like typically.
But I'm gonna say this: a good boss, and we've been around a lot of bosses at Southwest. A good boss, a good leader. I say good leader. Doug Stringer. Doug would come out and say, "Hey, look, fellas, man, leadership got me doing this. I don't like it, but this is what we got to do." He didn't come in and say, "Hey, T, you got to do this. We ain't doing this. Ain't no more early outs. You got to do this. You ain't working fast
I
enough."
think we're getting off the topic.
But no. He didn't take the blame. He explained the situation.
But Keith, I can tell
And
you
he's a
now,
leader.
Keith, I can tell you now, right? I can tell you right now, and, with your boss, he reported to somebody, right?
Right. He came back and said what they said.
Right. I can assure you.
Uh-huh.
Let's just put him as the director of whatever
Okay.
operations, right? If a nut in the engine flies off,
Mm-hmm.
right? Your boss's boss does not want to hear, well, Keith Young forgot to screw it tight. That's his fault. He don't want to hear that. Keith Young is under your watch, so my issues with you.
In college sports, they call it institutional control.
Bro, exactly.
Okay.
So
All right.
so somebody
I'm not-
can be doing something wrong. The head coach got to go.
Right,
Okay,
exactly.
now maybe y'all missing what I'm saying. I'm not discrediting what y'all talking about. I'm just saying it don't make it right.
Okay, so tying that to the leadership, are you trying to say that you don't want to go down with the ship?
No, I get it. I'm
I'll
not. No.
I'll even take
If
that as-
everybody off the ship, you think I'm gonna stay on the ship and sink with it?
but that's-
Hell
but
no,
you
I'm not.
but you
That's
getting
crazy
everybody
as
off the
hell.
ship though.
That's what we're saying. That's
Yeah,
what
I
we're
mean
saying.
everybody off the ship,
Yeah.
but y'all missing. No, it ain't the captain get off the ship deal. If you look at it, the deal was I'm gonna sink with my ship. I'm going.
but
This is
you-
my bet.
you-
I'm going
you
down.
use it.
Everybody good?
You-
Everybody
no.
else?
I can tell you. I can tell you this.
I'm going down. That's what y'all missing.
No, but we're not missing that. We're saying you're using one person for a blanket example, and if let somebody call in and tell us different, the philosophy of the captain going down the ship, the way I understood it was, if you don't get anybody else, you don't get off before everybody else is. So
and that's not it. That's not it.
And you still got responsibilities on that ship after everybody
you
getting off.
You get everybody off.
I can give you an example. I can give you a perfect example. If you've seen it, without black, you've seen it. The captain of the Titanic, right? Mm-hmm. He didn't decide to go down till it was evident that the ship was sinking and he couldn't get all the passengers off. He did a toast with the band playing.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't say, well, hey, this ship's sinking, I'm going to sit here.
Yeah.
His mission was get everybody off first. And when they couldn't get off, he made a toast with his first officer while the band was playing.
Well, at that point, he had an option because all the lifeboats were gone. It wasn't like, what's he gonna do? He had too much of an option over there.
But bringing it back to what I was saying, right? Was you looking it up?
Well, what I was looking up was, and I remember it was a ship called the Costa Concordia.
You talking about dude? The captain got off and came.
Captain jumped off. It's like, hope y'all can swim. And guess what?
Yeah. Homo went. He was at home and the ship was still sinking.
But he in jail now.
He in jail.
He in jail. Listen,
and I'm just saying, and fellas, don't get me wrong. Everything how that's portrayed is good. I hear what you're saying, but I'm just putting the narrative. What would happen if you at the podium and I said, "Say, bro, look here, man. I've been and Dion kind of does this. Dion ain't finna just ride. Hey, we got some cats we gotta get rid of in here."
But what I'm saying is, if you were to get up and say, "TA," my whole thing is, I'm looking back at you saying, so you are not willing to cover for me and chastise me in private.
And you're not willing to run the play I told you to run.
Well, here's the thing. If I continue not to do this, you switch me out.
Right.
But the thing is, you don't go out and put your business on Front Street because that we handle that in-house.
I'm hypothetically just saying, what would it be like? I'm just hypothetically saying, what would it be like if I said
it was that'd be Bossy situation.
Right. It's not that way because at least I can tell you right now, as long as you've been watching the NFL, as many games you've watched, you've seen dumb plays, you've seen stupid calls, you've seen stupid players.
And that's probably a bad analogy to use football.
No, I think it's a perfect analogy because it's so many.
That's a whole different frame.
No, Keith, in football, right, there are so many moving parts, more than any other sport.
Right.
That's a lot to handle.
Right.
You have never seen a coach throw a player under the bus. He's not going to do that.
Right.
To right now, my team, right now, as we're talking about this, our coach all year, has been taking the blame for our struggle all year. Mm-hmm. His star player wasn't talking to the media to just now. And what did he say? He said, Coach has been standing up on that podium talking about it's him. It's not him. It's us. With guys who are not blocking right, the guys not running the A.J. Brown. He said it's not him. It's us. But all season long, he's been saying, I got to put my players in the right position. I got to call the right players. I got to do a better job.
And I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing.
That's Andy Reid's go-to. Andy Reid, when you look Andy Reid at the podium, when the Chiefs lose, that's his go-to. I got to do a better job.
But guess what? He's going down with the ship. This ship is going down. He's still saying, I got to get my players in the right spot. I got to put them over here.
I'm going to tell you something. That sounds all good. But you know what? That's promoting bad behavior.
Well, here's the thing. We can have conversations behind the scenes.
Right.
Let's take this to a marriage standpoint, right?
Right.
Okay, man. Your old lady says, you know what? I done went off at the ladies at work because I figured you got it and I'm tired of them and I quit. Now, you pissed off, but you got to keep this ship going.
Yeah.
Because ultimately it's on you.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Now, you're saying now,
which is the freedom of why she quit in the first place, because she knows it's on you.
But if you start working overtime to make sure you cover, are you promoting bad behavior? Or are you being a leader and making sure that if this ship go down, it's going down with me swinging?
I'm covering up for bad behavior, damn it. She quit the job, shit. Now I got to go over here and bust my ass. I'm working an extra 40 hours, and her ass still, hey, I'll make you a sandwich before you go, baby. Hell no.
But the conversation at home is, listen, this can't happen. This is how it's going to go. And if you can't acquiesce and adhere to this program, then I will trade you out for another player.
I got slapped. Whoa, hey.
No, here's the thing.
He said, you quit your job, you a free agent.
No, what I'm saying is,
You on a 60-day contract.
well, wait a minute, because guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? If she's working and we're both working, we have this ideal, we have this with understanding and what we're doing, and you just up and quit, right?
Okay.
It's still on me because if we get put out the house, no matter what she did, they're gonna say T couldn't keep them in that house.
Okay,
right?
Okay,
it's on me.
Okay, let me bring it down a notch. I've been pardoning for a minute. So, hey, first of all, T, that was a lack of communication you didn't have there, bro. So y'all have better communication that your lady was even thinking about quitting the job. So we got to do better on our communication as men.
I don't know what you just said.
I don't know what the hell that was. Wait a minute. We didn't have no communication, which is why I asked quit and didn't tell me.
Right, exactly.
T, we're responsible as men to know what's going on.
No, I ain't trying to hear that.
Household.
No.
We're leaders. We got to do this, bro. We should know what's going on.
So here's the thing.
So I'm going to go down with the ship.
But wait. So here's the thing. So let's say that there was some issues. And she was having some things going on mentally or whatever, and y'all wasn't really checking in, and she just blew up and this happened. Yeah. Well, there is some leadership quality in that says, yo, what was going on before this? What was the conversations? How was she feeling? How was she this? How was that? Right? But at the end of the day, there's still roles that we all have to play. Right. And then when you get out of your roles and you run the wrong route, I'm going to stand on the podium and do what I got to do, but behind closed doors, when they have those team only meetings, when they tell the coaches to go, it's all hose bars off. So the thing is, we gonna have some knockdown dragouts, and then I'm gonna say, yo, this is a plan going forward. If you cannot adhere to that, trust me, like my man TK Kirkland say, there's a brand new group of college girls graduating in June. So
let me ask you this: how would you play the game, man? I guess we just stay on. Now, basketball, it's a smaller group of people. How would you play the game? And you say, man, if I get up and screw up and run the play like you said, this man gonna have me on national TV. Hey, T, come up to the podium with me, homie. Let's talk about it with everybody. Hey, how would the game be played versus me just saying that? You know what? I didn't run the right play. We're gonna do better. I got to get the guys in there and practice.
Which is why when the Heat got together, there was Wade, Bosh, and LeBron. When the Lakers was together, it was Kobe and Shaq. Look, Rick Fox. The rest of them never stood up on the podium. No. Robert Horry didn't go through and say I had an off game. It was like, hey, I need to score more. Yeah. Shaq is, I need to hit my free throws.
No, I'm just saying, what kind of player would he be? If I'm sitting up here and they roast him out behind.
But they're not leaders. They're not leaders.
Now, y'all missing what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if I'm the head coach. Heck, I'm the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and they up here say, hey, Mike, y'all offense look terrible. And now, hypothetically, what kind of player would you be if you knew it was a possibility?
You got to go up there.
And I'm up here, hold on, everybody. Hey, Dad, let me holler at you, bro. We up here, they want to know about the offense.
So let me break this down before we close this down. I'm going to break this down. So when you're talking about what type of player would you be if you had to do that?
If you had to experience that.
If you had to experience that.
Yeah.
One, everybody could handle it. Right? Which means they ain't right for that position. That's why we didn't put them up there, second of all. The thing is that you have to put your players in a position that you best know. A lot of the people are not qualified to be leaders. There are some people who wasn't the best players who were leaders of team and they would speak, but some players can't. And we bring this to a family dynamic and structure within a marriage and things like that to say, hey, how would you act if everybody's going to be like, oh, girl, you messed this up for y'all, or how was it? Well, here's the thing. We understand double standards. We benefit from some, they benefit from some.
Right.
So the mindset of, yo, Smush Parker, Kobe ain't going on thing, you going up. And most people are like, who's Smush Parker? Exactly my point. He ain't nobody in the NBA. But he ain't never had to go up there and talk because he wasn't built for that. Right. And there are certain people that are built for that. And the thing is, as men, as leaders, we're built for this. And if you got a man and you recognize he ain't built for that, then you ain't got a man.
Right. Now, and what I just said to y'all, to bring it to a nutshell, because Jimmy Johnson is like, and I'm not saying it's the best. I'm just bringing up the subject. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Johnson, they said when he walked through that locker room, hey, everybody got quiet because they know it was a possibility.
You get cut.
You get cut.
You get cut.
And you played different.
Wait.
Because you played like I could get cut.
But as you said, great point. But Jimmy Johnson, it's up like Jimmy Johnson commanded an audience because he was a leader. Right?
But right.
Now Jimmy Johnson won a lot of games, particularly in college. He won a lot of football games, right? He had a lot of bad players, right?
Right.
I've seen Emmett fumble a couple of times.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson never said we lost the game because Emmett fumbled.
But you know why? Because Jimmy Johnson actually out of his mouth said, they said, do you treat him the same? He said, no. Which is why his last name was Richardson. They was blowing the team out. He fumbled twice. Jimmy fired him before they got back on team playing.
Yeah.
Like you say, Emmett can fumble, but you ain't Emmett.
Right.
You don't possess and produce the value that this guy, which is why to put this all together, Jimmy knew I had to treat this person different from this person, which means that as a man, we know, man, when you got a woman that has some value to her, you treat her differently.
She get a little bit more leave.
She get a little bit more.
She get a ring. That's what she gets a ring.
And guess what? You put up with more from that than you do from the one that you like. Nah, this ain't it. Because also at the end of the day, and women don't like to hear this, men understand what I'm building is a team. I'm building a team, and I like to win. Men are very competitive. Exactly. And you know what? And I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this real quick. There's a video going around, and it's even made Good Morning America and all this other stuff, and it just killed me. There was a young lady who was a D1 athlete. She runs the 400, 800. Her boyfriend friend said, "Oh, I think I could beat you running, right?" So she was like, "I don't know why this guy would think that he could beat a D1 400, 800 meter track, runner and running." And so it was this whole thing. Oh my, oh yeah, because you're a girl, this and that. A little bit, yes, because you're a girl. But here's the mostly part. You got to understand how men think. We think we can beat everybody. There was a whole TV show called Joes versus Pros. And it was these dudes who sit up and work stock clerk and say, I can tackle a former NFL running back.
Until you meet him.
I can cover Jerry Rice.
Watch this. Most dudes over 190 to 200, maybe even bigger, think that they can beat Floyd Mayweather in a fight.
Yeah.
Because you say, well, he too light. I can get him.
Until he
hit you 8 times to your one swing.
Yeah.
The thing is, I said, you guys got to understand how men process stuff. It's competition, and you have to show me you can beat me.
Right.
We don't just usually take a defeat to say, oh, I'm not going to try.
Right.
And so I saw one lady in the comment section say, Lord, give me just an eighth of that audacity. I said, you don't need to ask the Lord for that. Just have it. Because, man, we just have the audacity that we're going to try it.
But we call it a healthy competition. Because if I say Bossy.
No. He's talking about, I never, you know what? You're using Floyd Mayweather. I have a perfect example, right, of what T's saying. Using Floyd Mayweather, right, as my point, what T's saying.
Yeah.
Remember when he fought Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
Conor McGregor didn't consider, like Conor McGregor's an MMA fighter.
Right.
He didn't consider he's going in the ring in Floyd's sport, in Floyd Arena, where Conor's disarmed from all the things he know. All Conor, hold on, wait a minute. All Conor McGregor saw is, I'm a fighter, you can fight.
But it's healthy competition. I mean, we're doing this. That's healthy competition. If I'm in the gym and you come in and say, I can lift more than you lift.
I get it.
I'm cool with that. Let's get down.
Connor's not looking at healthy competition.
No.
Connor's looking at, I'm better than you.
But here's the thing. That's understandable here.
Right.
I'm talking about for women to understand our mindset. Right. See, me and you can say, yes, they have a competition, right? But a lot of them don't understand.
No, we don't take it personal.
But we don't take it personal because we're going to challenge everything and everybody.
Right.
And you have to understand that when you're dealing with men, to not make this a gender thing that, oh, he only did that because you were a woman. Like, no, here's the thing.
Which is the point I was saying earlier. Women associate that like you're demeaning. No. We're not like that.
Hey, DK Metcalf is fast in football. He went out and tried out at the track because he said, "Oh, I think I can beat y'all."
Yeah,
he couldn't. But you know what? His audacity said, I'm fast over here and y'all run.
Right. And
Let's
what's
go.
wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong
There's
with it,
nothing wrong
but there's
with
a
it.
lack of understanding
On
on
the
how we
woman-
think.
Well, on the
Yes.
woman's
Trying
side,
to
yeah,
say.
that's what I'm saying.
So I'm always trying to make sure that they understand the thought process, because see, once you understand the thought process and the emotions of certain individuals, you can process it easier.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
process
yeah.
it through your own lens.
Well, that's feelings.
Understand
That's feelings and emotions involved.
I understand, but as soon as you go through and you say, "Are you just in your feelings, emotion?" They're gonna close their ears.
Right. I mean,
So what? So because right.
is that my?
I'm not saying it's your fault, but if we're talking about healthy communication,
You're looking at right or wrong. T is explaining personality.
I got
Not
it. You
about
can explain
right or
all day
wrong.
long,
Yeah.
but I mean,
but as soon as you say it's feeling, it's your fault. Guess what?
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, you know what? La 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 la.
Their
Guess
feelings
what?
and fault close off the
You
gate.
are now. Kevin Samuels, I don't like your tone. No matter what you say,
oh,
I don't like your tone.
Now it's a tone problem.
Because
you know why it's a tone problem?
Why is that?
Because I was right. Now it's a tone problem.
You know what, y'all? Hey, listen, this is toxic.
I can't even argue with that. He close it out like it's when you're right, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey.
Yo,
I literally had this conversation last night. I promise you. It was. You made me feel. I said, no, I didn't. I said X. You heard Y. You feel the way you feel. You heard everything I did not say.
I don't like your tone now. You're too loud. Yeah, that's why I know I'm right.
toxic is the new masculinity. Catch you guys next time.
That was a good. That was a good one.
Yeah. Hey, listen, and I didn't want to go into that other topic, so we can set it up.